Deep in the shimmering coral reef lived a little fish named Finny. Finny was a very shy fish, and he spent most of his days hiding among the swaying seaweed. He longed to play with the other fish, but he was always too nervous to say hello. Every morning, Finny watched the other fish dart and twirl, laughing and playing tag. He wished he could join them, but his heart would flutter like a trapped butterfly. "I'm just too shy," he'd whisper to himself. One day, Finny saw a little seahorse struggling. It was tangled in a discarded fishing net, its tiny body trembling with fear. Finny knew he had to do something. Taking a deep breath, Finny swam towards the trapped seahorse. His heart pounded in his chest like a drum, but he didn't turn back. "I can do this," he whispered. Carefully, Finny began to nibble at the net with his tiny teeth. It was tough and scratchy, but he didn't give up. He had to help the little seahorse. Finally, with one last tug, the net snapped. The seahorse was free. It wiggled its tiny body, shaking off the last bits of netting. "Thank you. Thank you," squeaked the seahorse. "You saved me. I'm Shelley. What's your name?" I'm Finny," he stammered, his face turning a shade of deeper blue. But this time, it wasn't from fear, but from happiness. "It's nice to meet you, Finny," Shelley said. "Would you like to play with me? I know a great spot with the sparkliest sand." Finny hesitated for a moment. Could he really play with another fish? Could he be brave enough? He looked at Shelley's kind eyes and took another deep breath. "Okay," Finny exclaimed, his voice a little louder than usual. "I'd love to." A wide smile spread across his face, reaching his eyes for the very first time. And so, Finny and Shelley swam off together towards the sparkly sand. Finny felt lighter than he had ever felt before. He was making a new friend. When they arrived at the sparkly sand, Finny gasped. It was even more beautiful than he had imagined. Tiny grains of sand glittered like 1,000 tiny stars. "Let's build a sandcastle," Shelley suggested. Finny had never built a sandcastle before, but he was eager to try. Together, they gathered the sparkly sand, piling it up into a wobbly mound. Finny used his fins to smooth the sides, while Shelley carefully placed seashells on top. The sandcastle wasn't perfect, but it was beautiful. They had built it together, and that's what made it special. As the sun began to set, painting the reef in hues of orange and pink, Finny and Shelley sat beside their sandcastle, talking and laughing. Finny realized that being brave wasn't about not being afraid. It was about doing something, even when you were scared. And being kind, he learned, could bring the greatest rewards of all, friendship and happiness. From that day on, Finny wasn't so shy anymore. He greeted the other fish with a smile and joined in their games. He even taught some of the newer fish how to build sandcastles on the sparkly sand. And every day, he made sure to spend time with his best friend, Shelley, exploring the wonders of the coral reef together. Finny learned that even the smallest fish can make a big difference, as long as they are brave enough to be kind. And that, thought Finny, was the best discovery of all. So, if you ever feel shy, remember Finny, the little fish who found his fins.